Says it on the screen that it's working over here, so I'll take it that it's working. Appreciate anybody watching, whether you're on TikTok, you're on Twitch, you're on YouTube. Let's just get everything situated before we get started. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Thank you for joining. 2 likes over on YouTube. We got a couple people watching. Thank you guys for being here. I did, good morning, Jeremy. I did go live last night just to talk about like Gitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies, and I think that was pretty fun. Do you own any AMP? Yes, I do own AMP. I have about 14,000 AMP coins. Yes, it's all about those stonks. On the stonks emojis. I need to update those emojis. I feel like, or, yeah, I need to update a lot of the stuff. Let's see. Good morning, Ryan. Got 19 people here, 9 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. We're going to be talking about a bunch of things today. I haven't checked out AMC this morning. I've been busy with a couple of things, but AMC is up. It's good to be able to see it up slightly and to see that rise from, breaking that like level of 40 and now, surpassing 40 at $40.77. Not bad. Get a green hour. Get a green arrow stunk. Yeah, I could definitely look at that. Sounds like a plan. Got 8 people on TikTok. Make sure you guys send some likes as soon as you get in here if you guys are interested in the things that I talk about. Whether it's personal finance, investing, all types of stuff. Definitely, send some likes. How about BTC going up another 4%? Well, right now it actually is down from where it was yesterday, because yesterday it reached up to 62K. I don't know if it actually did get all the way up to a higher level here. Let's look at it in the past day, or the past 7 days. So I guess its high point was at 62,000 mark, right? Which is not bad at all, right? Obviously, seeing that break 60,000 is amazing. But where it is now at 60, it might end up falling below 60 again. It looks like the resistance point right now is around that 62, 63 $1,000 mark. Good morning, everybody. Watched you last night, and here you are this morning, working hard. Yeah, I mean, again, I was waiting for Erica to get home, so it made sense for me to stream. So that's why I was streaming last night. And I wanted to talk about Gitcoin and what did happen yesterday. I haven't checked them out this morning, but I did want to see what was going on there. So it did end up coming back. Gitcoin hit a level of basically $16 yesterday. And right now it's at $9.44. Again, if this does end up coming back, which it is coming back from $10 down to below 950, I'm ready to buy more, because again, I've said this time and time again that I wanted to hold about 1,000 Gitcoin, and I will find a way to hold 1,000 Gitcoin. It currently is at $9. Where I initially invested in at, it was $7. So I want to invest in lower. Hopefully, it can get to like $5, and I'll buy a lot more. Again, I'm not afraid that it does come back because I know the potential of cryptocurrency. It's not something where it needs like revenue associated with it. It's not something where you need to see, a business thrive and pay expenses and all that stuff. Obviously, you are going to need to pay some expenses to maintain everything, but it's not to a level to where, like, say you own a business like, I don't know, Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. You have to maintain that business with inventory and all that other stuff. Cryptocurrency, different story. It's really just driven off of people buying and selling the position as a currency, using it as a currency, depending on what coin you're getting. So it's a different story. And that's why you can look at crypto differently. You don't have to worry about them getting, what's the word I'm looking for? Delisted. You don't have to worry about that. What are your thoughts on flash loan arbitrage? I don't know what that is. Is that a is that a coin or like what? I don't know what that is. Good morning, might as well. If you want 1,000 coins, you better hurry up and get them. I'll see myself out. Well, yeah, I'm not hurrying to get them because a lot of times when you hurry to get something, you end up paying way too much for what you did get. So like if I see something, so what a lot of people will do is they'll wait for it to increase. So something like AMC, people didn't want to get on that train. You had a lot of people that didn't want to get on that train until they started to see an increase. They saw it increase to 70. They were like, "Oh, I have to get on this train." But I'm not saying it's too late to get in there because now you obviously can see something a lot bigger. However, Google it please. It's hard to explain in a comment. Oh, okay, I will. Give me a second. I'll start, but then I have to on to what I was talking about here. Get going with this. So yeah, a lot of people will basically get in a position like kind of too late to where they basically go with the FOMO buying. So if there's any type of an increase, they'll end up buying that position because it kind of validates their point. However, they may have gotten in, later. Now they're looking at a smaller gain compared to a a large gain that they would have had. Some people that wanted to make that move at $8, they didn't end up making that move until it increased to $20 or increased over $20. Well, now instead of you doubling every $8, now you're doubling every $20, which is more difficult. Obviously, you have less of a gain there. So, yo, I'm back. Thank you for coming back, Johnston Will, Johnston dot Will. I guess it's Will Johnston. Am I getting that right? Um, flash up in pop sushi pop is a pop with contract code while there's different yeah, before I give any type of thoughts on something like this, I would have to look into it a lot more. Flash loan versus flash swap, percent fee, operations, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to look into it a lot more before I jump into giving my thoughts on it because I don't understand it. Even trying to break it down into a quick, paragraph is just too much. There's just a lot to take in. So that's what I have to say about that. Thank you for all the likes. We got 415 likes on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. We have 20 likes on YouTube. I appreciate you guys as well. You guys only get one like per person, but TikTok obviously gets a ton of likes over there. We got 66 people here, though. I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Get them. Sorry, bad joke. It's a good joke in my book. Good morning from CA. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Hope we have a good week, and I gotta pay I gotta pay for an addition to my house and a new driveway. Yay! Well, yeah, that's got to be exciting. And for me, whenever I have something like that, I'm like, this is exciting, but I could also use that money towards different cryptocurrency or investing or some uh, something like that. anytime I have to do pay taxes or pay my mortgage or all that stuff, I'm just like, I if I didn't have to pay all that stuff, I could be using all of this stuff for investing and making money over there. But you gotta pay your bills. You gotta do things that are exciting. So that's definitely interesting. Thank you for becoming a member. 30.06 on a grassy knoll. Thank you for becoming a Money Makes Money member. I appreciate it. Good morning, newbie. Uh, oh, you're a newbie, but I'm going hard. That's awesome. That's amazing. Are you going hard on crypto or just everything? Really, like stock market, cryptocurrency. Let me know. Invested 5K in the last 5 days. From zero into just about percent, I guess. Just about 5K. Okay. Percent K. Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing to be able to invest that much. Where are you investing it? Are you putting it in stocks, crypto, diversifying, all types of things? Like, let me know where you're actually putting that. But it's great to get new people in investing, new people in putting money in cryptocurrency, because there's always room to grow in certain positions. And if you follow some people and then be able to take some of their strategies and implement it into your own, I think that's really good. 30 odd six is a rifle bullet size. Good to know. I didn't know that. That's more you know, right? Learn every day. Hey Matt, good morning and congrats on your call with Gitcoin. I didn't believe on that one, but oh well. I'll get the next one. Yeah, again, it's not about just like being right on a certain coin, and I appreciate you for saying that. Um, but it's not about being right on a certain coin. It's about believing in a position that you see as a potential increase or a potential gain, right? I truly believe in a lot of positions that I hold. It just may take a while to get to those points, and especially with things that have more potential, because that's all I'm really looking for is the ones that have potential. Because if you notice, the ones that have potential in the past, they have taken off, and it took them years to take off, and I don't expect this to happen today. I don't expect it to happen tomorrow. I don't expect it to happen in 2 years. I expect it to happen when it happens, right? And when that does happen, I will be ready for it. So I'm set on this making its moves, coming back to $5, going up to $10, coming back to $7, going up to 30, going back to, like, I expect all of that. I'm all for it, and I'm waiting for this to make a large move, right? Even to a level of it getting to $100. It gets to $100, it's a decent amount that I can make from holding 1,000, maybe even holding more than that. I bought up Shiba Inu months ago, and it's been doing what? Been doing OCGN. Oh, and been doing OCGN. I thought you were talking about. I swear I can't read or see this. Um, yeah, I haven't looked at OCGN in a while. I haven't really touched the stock market too much because I don't want to put any more money in the stock market. If I look at the stock market, I always see opportunity, and then I want to invest more money into there. And that's the issue, is that right now I already have 45 to $50,000 invested in the stock market. I don't want to invest any more than that, because typically I put around 30 to 35 in there. So seeing 45 to 49 is just way too much, right? It's a lot compared to what I want to do. And then when it comes to long-term investing, that's a different story. But when it comes to short-term investing and getting something really quick, which I want to do, it's just there's a number of positions that I'm invested in that I need to play out before I put any more money in there. Because then I start trading on emotion, and I don't like that. Um, my goal is to have AMC put a down payment on a new house and Shiba Coin to pay it off, and Doge as pocket cash. That's a great plan. I just hope that all of these things, pay off. I don't know when you got in Doge, but that's probably more of something where it's going to quadruple at best. You might see something. You might see something bigger, but I think you'll probably see quadrupling, maybe 5 times, just because it's at a lower point, like 20 cents, 25 cents, right? And officially over 20,000 shares now. Any thoughts on where the moon could be? You're officially over 20,000 shares of AMC. Any thoughts of where the moon can be? If you're talking about AMC, right, and I don't know if you are, um, the moon is where we end up making it, right? So what I typically ask people is when they say, "Hey, where's the high point? Where do you think this is going?" I always ask them, you know, if you wake up if you wake up with $1 million in your account, right? You say, "All right, well, I now have $1 million." For the typical person, what are you going to do with that? People with 100 shares most likely will say, "Look, I'm getting out of the position. I never seen $1 million. I will take $1 million." Right? That's what they will say. Now, people with more shares, what I have noticed is that if people have more than 10,000, 30,000 shares, they tend to hold on, and wait for a bigger point, because right now they're already making, hundreds of thousands, or close to millions of dollars at its peak. So, um, I notice people with more shares are more likely to hold on. People with less shares are more likely to sell. So, you've got to look at the average and say the average is 120. If the average is 120, what are those people at 120 doing? So that's the way that I like to see it. So I would probably say, if you were looking at something of $1 million, I would say $10,000, $15,000 would not be a bad situation for them, and that's where they possibly would make their move. But I do see this blowing the hell up, because the the shit that they're getting themselves into when it comes to the hedge funds is just crazy. Like, all of this dark pool data, hiding all the information behind the scenes, is just insane. Is absolutely insane. And I 100% believe that what they're going to do is wait for a bailout. The bailout is coming, and I feel like they're waiting for that bailout. Once they get to a point to where it's like, all right, we're losing billions of dollars, and if we cover right now, we're gonna lose everything, right? They're not at that point to where they're losing everything right now. They would lose a lot, but not everything. And now they're trying to take others down with them. Maybe take some banks and, things that we need in order for this economy to thrive. So then the government gets involved, and when the government gets involved, then you start to see them, settle something for like some sort of a bailout. And once they have that bailout, now the hedge funds don't have to worry about anything, because they don't lose any of their money. They're getting bailed out completely, right? The banks are getting bailed out completely. But us, we're going to see that large growth, that large increase, and I hope that we can find, a way to where we can hold on to that wealth, and continue to grow that wealth, because that's one thing they don't want us to do. The one thing that the government does not want us to have is money. If people have too much money, regular people have too much money, then they don't work. And if they don't work, the economy doesn't function the same way, because now you're off on your own. You're not working for somebody, but they need you to work for somebody, because other people need to make, like the billionaires and millionaires need to make more money. They need to make millions and billions of dollars a day, right? I don't know if billions of dollars a day is realistic, but millions of dollars a day, on them paying workers less. But if workers are not working, now they have to pay for a machine to do that work, or they have to pay workers more in order to get them into that business, which means that they make less. So there's an overall, like, politically backed situation that could happen here. So either way, we make a ton of money, but I hope that they don't play it out to where it's a fast covering of a lot of things, and then, something does happen to where the price ends up decreasing quick. Because if the price increases too fast, people start to get antsy. People start to realize, oh, you know what? I don't have time. So then they start to buy up the position, but right away they start to sell the position because it's increasing too fast. You know, it gaps up from let's say $100 up to $5,000, right? You can see those gap ups to where it increases really, really fast, and then it starts to it halts. And when it does halt, a lot of covering goes on there, and instantly it jumps up. You know, from where it did get halted at, let's say 150, it gets halted and goes up to $5,000. What the hell happens now? Well, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, I wasn't prepared for this," so they end up selling, and when they sell, the price comes down, and it's just so there's a lot of things that could happen. Just be aware that there's a lot of things that could happen, but I know for a fact, that they are going to wait to get bailed out. And keeping the profit if there's no profit in the possible. Um, let's see. I bought 1.6K. I know. But I can dream what I bought. No, you're good. I mean, if you truly can afford to do all of that and buying um $1,600 worth of Shiba, I still think it's not at its high point. It is at a decently high point when you look at the market cap, you know, being, you know, close to that 10, $12 billion market cap. When it starts to get up into the level of, you know, 30 and 50 for a meme coin, that's where it starts to get a little bit, you start to get a little bit scared of if it's going to make that jump or it's going to pull back aggressively. But right now where it's still at kind of a low point. So it's on the lower side. If I was looking at the halfway point to where it can get to, I would say that it's closer to that lower side. So it's not bad to make that move. Where it was previously, where it increased a hell of a lot, that probably starts to get more towards that that level. I think it was like $20 billion market cap or something. But right now, sitting at like 10 or 12 is not bad at all. I have 1.3K in Ether, 500. I don't know what that is. It's a Tama Inu. I don't know what that is. 1K in ADA. That's great. 600 in Sol. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, it's good to diversify. Good morning, everybody. AMC is going to run up. Also, I hope you enjoy your birthday, Matt. Not my birthday. One of these days, you guys are going to get it right. One of these days. I believe in some. I believe on my birthday. I streamed on my birthday and didn't even mention it once. And I don't think anybody else mentioned it. So that's. I don't think I did mention it. I don't know. Maybe I did. I believe in Zom forever and ever and ever. I do believe in Zom. It's taking its time, man. This is definitely taking its time. Just the thought of reaching 10K per share on AMC blows my mind. That'll be over 200 million for my shares. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At what point do you look at it and go, all right, this is enough? You know what I mean? Because you hold 20K shares. What are you gonna do when it gets up to a certain level? Are you just gonna pull out 1 million at a time, or are you gonna basically say, all right, enough's enough. It's at 50 million. I'm taking everything out, or I'm taking half of it out and putting it into a different place. Like, what is your limit to where you're going to get out of that position? Because like you look at someone like DFV, with GameStop, and he pulled out like 17 million or something like that, and put that money elsewhere. Now he's a millionaire, not only just on paper, but in his hand, like in his bank account. He has 17 million. That's what I like to know, is just, what do you plan on doing if it gets up to a certain level? Because you may see 1 million, you're like, okay, but then you see 10 million, you're like, all right, well, hold up. I had to go back to that video. I do believe we said happy birthday on your birthday. Did you? Did you? I can't remember because for some reason I remember not mentioning it until maybe the end of the stream, or maybe my video that I did afterwards, like later in the day. But I can't remember because everybody says happy birthday on. They said happy birthday. I think it was like every day after that. It was like it was literally the whole entire time. Funny. We have to wait till they are broke before bailout. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. They're waiting until it gets to a point to where it's such a big number for them that they would end up losing, and banks get involved, basically setting up guarantees that they will get a bailout. Which day was that stream? It was March 18th. All right, it's 8:30. Got the kids here, and well, I don't have the kids here. Eric is upstairs, but uh, can't wait to go see them later. Um, Folks with a lot of shares can afford many different strategies for taking profits while still holding enough to hit the moon. Those of us with a few shares have set a price to sell when it hits. Yeah, I would sort of agree with that. So either way, people invest a certain amount. People with a lot of shares invest a lot of money. So they could still, yes, they could still, you know, have different strategies once it gets to a certain level, but it's still tough. If they didn't invest at $8, or they didn't invest early on at $20 or whatever, or maybe even $5, it'll be amazing. They're putting in a lot of money. Like you look at somebody like Ricky Gutierrez, right? He put in like $300,000 and only has 2,000 shares, versus somebody else that may have put in, $100,000 at a low point, let's say $5, and gained a crazy amount of shares, right? It's a different story when you're investing at these parts, or investing at $70 or $60 versus investing, at some of these low parts here. So you can say that. There you have it, folks. March 8th. Yes, that's my birthday, right after St. Patty's Day. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of people that could have invested in a ton of money, and they still have to play um, the same strategy until they get to a point to where their money's already 10x. If their money's already 10x, then they don't have to worry about that. They can pull out their initial investment. They have a ton of strategies above that, right? But if you didn't get in early and you got in now, whether you have 100,000 shares or you have 100 shares, you're still looking at the same strategy. I need to reach my initial investment first, then I can make those moves. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, but it really depends. If you have 30,000 shares and you invested in at $5, right? You have so much room to grow, so much room to make money. To me, or does Matt resemble his cousin Tyler Perry? I don't, and he's not my cousin. At least I don't think. I don't think I'm related to him. I'm from my dad's side of the family is from the South, so that's where Tyler Perry is from. I believe it's Decatur, Georgia. I believe that's what it is. I believe we're from, like, parts of my family are from Columbus, and live in like North Carolina area. Yet to meet all of them though. Funny thing, I was just down in South Carolina. I was down in South Carolina 2 years before that too. So I probably should have visited people, but I didn't have anybody's phone number, so I don't know. Everybody set your calendars for March 18th. We could say happy birthday. I would appreciate that. Uh, it does say on Matt's wiki that they are related. What are you talking about, Matt's? I don't have a Wikipedia. If I have a Wikipedia, that would be insane. All right, let's see. What's up, man? I have a good day and stay safe. I will try and stay safe. I will try. I'm pretty sure I will stay safe because I'm in my basement, so it's I'm nothing's gonna happen unless like a plane hit our house, or we live on a corner lot, so maybe somebody could crash through our house, but you never know. Be prepared for drunk belligerent birthday wishes from the Irish. Hey, man, I read it on the internet, so I'm pretty sure it's true. Yes, that's the same way that I feel. You guys are funny. All right, so we got 124 people here, guys. Hit the like button if you can. It does help out the channel a ton. I really appreciate all you guys for being here. If you can, just like away. Now I got a dog coming down here. Emmy. Emmy. I got Emmy now. All right. Relax. I know company's here and you need my dog. This is my dog Emmy. You guys haven't met. I know Emmy. People here. You're excited. Anytime there's people here, she's so excited. Don't even. Matt's being humble. We all know he has famous relatives, including lead singer Ernie Steve Perry. No, William the Refrigerator Perry. Facts. No. No Perrys. No Perrys are related to me. I really don't know, to tell you the truth. I really don't. But I would say no. Have you done much research into have any thoughts on it? I haven't done any research on that. I haven't, not at all. Let's look at it. I haven't done any research on it. I always like to look at potential, but let's look at it and see where they're offering it. You can get it on, let's look at this. You can get it on Coinbase, Binance, Gate.io. So all the platforms that I actually invest in at. And let's look at the, since you can get it on Coinbase, let's look at it over here. And let's break this down a little bit more. So currently it's at $1.30. It does look like it is decreasing the last day, has been solidly downhill. The trend line has been downhill. The total supply is around 687 million. That's less than a billion. That's great. But that's only 18% of the supply. The total supply that it does have is 3.8 billion. I think I did look at this in the last time. I didn't do any research on it. I think I just most likely, if you ask me anything, I'm most likely talking about potential of the position, rather than getting into a lot of the use case behind it. But it does look like it has a solid case to increase because of where the market cap actually is. You're on that lower level when it comes to the market cap being at 893 million. That gives you so much room to grow within that average scale that I have. So if it's something that's really popular, which it is, higher on the list than Gitcoin. Gitcoin's at 93 popularity on Coinbase, and this is at 50. So obviously it has a little bit more popularity. People are buying this probably because it's a lower price that does have a potential to increase. And you might see this get to that level. The average is around 3 to 10 billion. So if we're looking at $3 to $10 billion market cap, you can see this price basically triple or way more than that, right? So if you're looking for something big, this could be something that could be a move. And I'm not going to say that it is, but it definitely could be a move with the popularity, being at 50. The hold time is less than Gitcoin. So it's just like volume based. That's people are just buying up. His cousin is Matthew Perry from Friends. How did you know? How did you know? Uh, let's see. Provides a second layer of encryption for transactions. Seems like a very cool tech. Yeah, I mean, um, I would have to understand the technology behind it, but I'm really not investing for the technology. Never really do. Again, that it's great to understand the technology, and yeah, I mainly just invest for something that does have the potential to grow, whether it's based on history, based on circulating supply, volume, all of that stuff. Because the history does show that right now it's at one of its highest points. So that's a little bit scary for me, especially, in the beginning of October being at the level of 30 cents. That's amazing to see that large growth up to, $2.35. However, you probably want to see it come back a little bit, and I will make a move if it does break uh, below $1. I would like to see it break below this point. If it can touch, 90, 96 cents, I definitely will make a move into that position. Just because it does have full capability of growing more, and if it does go lower than that, I'll invest more. So look out for that on my list, because I like this price, but I like it even better at 30 cents. I'll tell you that. Hello, how are you doing? I don't know what the name is. I can't see it. But hello, how are you doing? Sub $1 is my exact thought when to buy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It makes sense when you look at history. Again, I'm not really into worrying about the tech, but always having something that has a great use case behind it is still good. I just like focusing on the history, focusing on the potential of a coin, and how fast that will make a move. I love your content, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot. And I'll keep uploading videos to TikTok, uploading videos to YouTube, all of that stuff. I have a video coming out today on Emmy. No, I have a video that's supposed to be coming out today on credit versus debit. I want to continue to make all types of personal finance videos on TikTok. It's just it takes a little bit because I edit those a little bit more than I do like these videos. With YouTube videos, I'll get on here, talk about AMC or different coins, and don't have any breaks in the videos. But for TikTok, I have to make sure I get all the information within like 1 minute to 2 minutes. Sometimes I'll do 3 minutes, but most likely I'm going to do just a 2 minute video. So thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. We got about 17 minutes. Want to have you looked at CPI or farm lately? I have not looked at farm lately. I always keep an eye on farm and where it's at, because currently I'm still holding it at 27 coins. And I believe my cost basis is above this, just a little bit above this, somewhere around like 190, because I did invest in it above 200, but then put more in at like 150 or so. So it did bring the cost basis down quite a bit. Um, Fair enough, bro. But you're doing really good. Thank you. That means a lot. But yeah, I always keep an eye on farm and what's happening there, and how fast that is growing. But lately, I've been watching Gitcoin because I did make a large increase. But a lot of other positions that I have are still, decreasing, and I'm watching those closely to see if I can buy some more. Again, someone asked me about AMP. I'm holding 14,000 and waiting for that to make a solid move, back up to at least 10 cents. It was down to like 4 cents, and basically like really low 4 cents. Quant, I'm in there. Compound, I'm in there. Shiba Inu, I have 11 million there. That's like nothing compared to a lot of other people. OMG Network, I do want to buy more there. I invested in it at $9, so that made a move from $9 up to 13 or 14. But I should have probably bought some more. So we'll have to see that. More people should follow you. You help a lot of people. Well, thank you. I mean, these are such nice things that you're saying. I really appreciate that. Let's look at this position. Was it N? There we go. Sorry. CPI, crypto price index, currently at 11 cents. The max supply on that is around 300 million. So this is definitely a low price. Yeah, this is definitely a low price for where it actually is, because the market cap is really low. You can't really see the circulating supply. But even if you multiplied this 11 cents by the 300 million, see if if I just do this, I'm not going to save this. 300 million? No, it's not. Another 300 million by the 0.11 cents, you still only see a $33 million market cap. So even if you do look at that, that's really, really low for CPI, crypto price index. It's definitely interesting. I don't know where you can get it. It looks like you can only get it on two places, or one place actually. Sorry, Hotbit. It's the only place that you can really get it. You can get it other places. Or sorry, no. This is other pairings. But yeah, you can only get it on Hotbit. So ends up moving to Gate.io. I will buy some because that is a very low price. But that's the reason why it's a low price, is because you don't have the volume. You have $390 worth of volume. So that has to stay on my list. I challenge whoever brought that up. Let's see, Tamagato, if you just watch it closely, let me know if that does end up going on any other markets, especially Gate.io. I will buy it right away, just because the potential of that is great. Where it is now at 11 cents, that's amazing. But if it doesn't get on a platform that I believe in, then I'm not ready to invest into it. Yeah, I've been watching it for a week and finally joined. You have a pleasant voice to listen to while I work, and it seems to well informed on things. No BS, hype like 90% of other guys. Yeah, I try not to do that. Uh, I can, like, obviously YouTube is about clickbait and thumbnails and all that stuff, but I try and be straightforward. I try to be as straightforward as possible, and let you guys know what I'm actually thinking, where I'm investing my money, and also letting you guys know that I really don't want you to just follow me directly. Like, I would love for people to make their own decisions, ask these questions like, what do you think about, CPI? What do you think about Farmcoin? Well, these are my thoughts. Well, you put that into your decision on what you plan to do going forward. And now you're going to basically change that just a little bit, just based on a second opinion or a third opinion that you may have gotten from the comments or from me. So create a community to where we're just trying to feed off of each other. And I appreciate you saying that, because I try not to, just throw out a bunch of BS and hype and all that stuff. If there's nothing to talk about on AMC, I will not talk about AMC. So you see that on multiple days to where I don't put out something. I mean, I get penalized for it with views, but that's the price you pay. I'm not going to sit here and change the way I am for YouTube just because you have to do clickbait titles. You have to do, clickbait thumbnails and all that stuff. There's some times where I will do that, but if I actually have information that leads to that clickbait title, then that makes sense. It's not really a clickbait. It's more just a clickable title. Sorry, but I have so many random questions I've been wanting to ask people. No, it's cool. you think NFTs? Like, hard for me to see those as real crypto. I mean, I look at some NFTs as potential growers, right? I know what you mean. You can't look at some of them as real crypto, but uh, I look at things like Doggy Coin, and that's something that I can look at as like potential growth, and it has grown for me. It's doubled in price, a little bit more than doubled in price actually. So there's some, but when you look at a lot of NFTs, I really don't like to treat them the same way that I treat regular crypto coins. Emmy, leave Daisy alone. Dog is like just right behind these cats. Hey, relax. But yeah, I know what you mean though. I can't get behind most, NFTs. But when I go into NFTs on crypto, coin market cap, I there's some that I just can't really get behind, the value of where they are. And like the cost, like CryptoPunks will be like 1,625 Ethereum. Like it's crazy. Um, the floor, the market cap is just insane. I just can't get behind it. But yeah, if I go to a cryptocurrency, then I go to NFTs. There's a lot of these that you can look at as comparing them to like a Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. But yeah, how do you get interested? All this. Don't mind me asking. No, how did I get interested in cryptocurrency? First, investing in general is interesting to me because I was making with day trading, I would make $100 a day, including the weekend. So I would make a little bit over, let's say 120, 130, dollars every day, maybe even more than that. 150 or yeah, 120. Sorry, I can't do math. Um, but yeah, I would make a decent amount 120, 130, 140, sometimes even more than that per day with investing. And it was just interesting to me to not have to work for anybody else, even though I continue to work for someone else. um, it's just once I got an understanding of that, you can grow your money and make your money work for you. And something as simple as if you had $1 million and you just put $1 million in an index fund, that you can live off the interest for the rest of your life if you wanted to. $100,000 that you would gain in interest every single year. I mean, barring some down years, but on average, you would make around 10%. And if that's the case, then you're making $100,000. You can live off of that. That's simple. And it sounds easy because it is easy if you have $1 million. If you don't have $1 million, it's a different story. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in growing money fast, but then also growing money slow, having multiple ways to make money for your life. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, it definitely got a little bit interesting to me when I noticed that it wasn't as volatile as it was before. Like before, when I first heard about not Dogecoin, Bitcoin, even though Dogecoin was around for a long time, when I first heard about Bitcoin, um, it was all like everybody was talking about it. There was so much hype behind it about it getting to $20,000 and it going down to like $3,000 or $2,000, and I was just like, this is so volatile. I can't put money in at some of these highs and expect it to not to come back, because the level that it was decreasing at, there wasn't as many like exchanges, there wasn't as many people that were getting into it. There were a lot of people that were hating on it, and I couldn't get into it then. But then as I started to stream with AMC, a lot of people talked about cryptocurrency, and they, people in the Discord group explained some things a little bit more. And I'm nowhere near an expert. I'll tell you that. I like to invest into things, and I make money from it. And if you consider me an expert in any way, then it's great. that you do, but I don't consider myself an expert. I just can make money from situations by finding certain strategies. So that's what I ended up doing, and ended up making a decent amount of money growing one crypto account. This crypto account from about $11,000, $12,000 up to its high of $26,000. Um, and growing this account here from about 2,500 up to about $6,000 at its high. I think it was at almost 7,000. So here I transferred everything from Coinbase over to Coinbase Pro, and then I started buying up long-term cryptocurrencies, things that gain me interest. So I grew this from a level of 2,500, which was somewhere around this point, like right before this point. I grew it to a level where I invested in a little bit more, 2,500, and then grew this to a level of about $7,000. And now it's currently at about $6,000 because crypto has come back. These cryptocurrencies have come back. But yeah, that's mainly what I've been doing. I've been just trying to grow my wealth and our wealth, me and my wife's wealth. And she supports everything that I'm doing. She sees how it's growing. And yeah. I don't even have a Discord account. Yeah, Discord is amazing. Um, I love Discord because you can always go there for a second opinion. So whenever someone says, "Oh, you know what? This is moving. What do you see in this position? What are you gonna do?" Well, we saw Gitcoin move this weekend. We had a couple people that made some moves into Gitcoin, and some people that are probably gonna make some more moves into it because they see the quick potential that it does have. So, uh, Discord is amazing. I love Discord. I beg you to use dark mode on Coinbase. How do you do that? Go over here. I've been trying to do that. Settings. I'm so sorry for all the people that get blind. I use dark mode on everything else. Like I try and use dark mode on this. I think it automatically sets up as dark mode, but I use dark mode on Coinbase Pro. I beg you. But I don't know how to change to dark mode here. I've been trying to do it with base for a while. Preferences, security, that services, activity, privacy. No, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Settings and an appearance. Oh, it doesn't go to settings. It just goes. So if you go up to the top, let me go back. Yeah, hopefully I don't show some things, but let's come on. Now this doesn't want to work. What's going on here? There we go. All right. So if you go up to the top, it says settings and appearance, but what you want to do is you want to go to appearance right away, and then you can go to dark mode. So that's good. You be farting? That is a great question, by the way. You be farting? Question mark. Sure, doesn't everybody? But not at the moment. No. You may not be an expert, but I trust me, you're very knowledgeable. Have taught me a lot. That's amazing to hear. Thank you for saying that. I always like to hear success stories in any way. And there were people that came to me and said, "Look, you helped me make $5,000. You helped me make this. You helped me double my money." And um, that's amazing to give me credit for doing that. But you did everything. You know what I mean? I understand that I may have given you that second opinion or third opinion, but you went out and put that money in there. You went out and did the hardest part in pulling the money out. You know what I mean? Selling that situation. So um, you did everything, and I love that you're giving me credit, but I'm just here to give you that second opinion, that third opinion. And I am knowledgeable in some areas. And that's why it's great to be able to get that second opinion or third opinion from someone that does understand what they are looking at and their strategy. I mean, I'm putting my strategy out there, and you're taking things from my strategy and implementing it into yours. And that's why it's good. That's why you're finding some success, is because you're finding reasons to why, or how you can get out of a certain position or get into a certain position or look at a position to see an entry point or exit point. So, all right, it is 9 o'clock. I have to get out of here. I got to get to work and, get some of this month end close stuff ready to go. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, send some likes as much as you can on TikTok. It does help out. On YouTube, make sure you guys, if you aren't subscribed to my golf channel, my shorts channel, all of that stuff, definitely do that. Thank you for joining the Discord, by the way. I appreciate that. I'm going to call you Grassy Knoll. Thank you for joining the Discord group. I will be on Discord probably for about 10 minutes. So from 9 to 9:10 or 9:15, I will be on Discord, and I'm going to be talking to people. So if you guys have any questions and you want to look at some things, we can definitely talk about that. I'm going to go and put my portfolios on there to show you guys where things are, because I like to be as transparent as possible. But again, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream.